This is Julia Wang. She's a junior. She's a triple jumper. I guess you can call her a long jumper, but she is now that she's certified because we worked on a few things yesterday at practice, and we really focused on keeping her positions and angles to set her up for some success. So here is yesterday's practice. So I first started them with 2 gallops. Okay, so they're running into a 6-step from the 12-foot board. They're doing a gallop and another gallop into the actual pit. You can call that a pop-up, however you want to term it. What I'm focusing on is her positions of the drive knee, heel tuck to A, the jump leg, heel tuck to A, then driving back down from this running position. This is good. She attacks the ground down, again, heel tuck with the left leg, A position with the left leg, again, heel tuck with the right leg, and then back to the A again. Keeping that consistency, which is also shown in her run, as you can see it. And so now we're looking at another one of her entries. This time you can see that she lands on her toe. Okay, it's not a full, complete flat foot, but she pushes off in that position, travels a lot more, and then gets the last 2 steps down quicker. This also reinforces her feet landing underneath her and increasing the overall speed into the last 2 steps. So I'm indirectly teaching the penultimate step with that push, pull, and then pop here. So now what I did was I increased the overall distance. They're now still doing 6 steps, but at their 4th step, she's going to do a gallop from the cone. Then her last 2 steps are going to prepare her to do a gallop and take off and do a pop-up from the actual board itself. So again, it's a 6-step to the board. However, on the 4th step, she's going to do a gallop to a pop-up, and we're seeing that she's still consistent with that overall motion. Here's another angle of it. So the first 4, 1, 2, 3, gallop. Positions are great. Recovery's there, down, down, and really drives through, keeping that same integrity through the jump. As you can see, her exchange point is right now roughly about 8 feet or so, which is setting her up for a 16-foot jump. Looking good so far. And so now I back them up to a 10-step approach. She's aggressive in her driving phase. She's getting to her speed. And then now, because of that position, you can see that she's getting her leg down quicker. She's still consistent with that A position there. Pops up, stays in integrity, finishes her exchange. She's now looking at about a 9-foot exchange point, which should put her at 16, maybe 17 feet, and then lands through there. So again, she's a brand new long jumper, and this is looking very smooth within the motions. And you can see we got to work on the landing, but her entry coming into the actual takeoff is looking consistent, and we're getting some good push off the board. All right, and here is her last jump that she did. Looks good, aggressive, pop up, and she's able to cover so much more distance. If I would have raked the pit, she probably would have gotten a little bit more slide through the sand. But what you can see here is she's still attacking. Last 2 steps are down and aggressive, running off. And look at this knee separation. Look at this angle. That's really good. We want that. So now she's keeping the knee separation, increasing her velocity at the board, and is able to really separate. And as you can see, she's still moving in separation here, which is great. So as she opens up, she's going to get so much more distance because she's being patient. And then the next part, you can see that her left leg got all the way up to here, but then the right leg fell a little bit short. So that's going to be working on the second half of her hitch. But for now, the first half looks amazing. She's open, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to see this separation here. And all we got to do now is match that up in the same position here. Then she's set. But as you can see, she hits and just pretty much plops and loses speed. But the fact that she's able from 10 steps to get to that, she's a foot over, so about 9 feet position of her exchange, she's already looking at on pace for 18 because she's at that 9-foot mark. If that's a consistent 18, 19 feet are right around the corner, and should be a very, very fun year. Great job, Julia.